focusing on the women and telling their story about it. My ancestor, John Hinkson, like Lori, I started out at the beginning of the year thinking, oh, I've got some relatives out there, and found nearly a dozen just in one small slice of my family. And the first one that I chose happened to have been somebody that I had heard the name of. It through family lore, we knew that this individual had at least been one of the early settlers of Kentucky. That's really all I knew about him. And when I started to research him, I started to uncover just this really deep and interesting story about his life on the frontier, anything west of the Allegheny or the Appalachian Mountains, which was not technically part of the 13 colonies. But what I started to find out is that the war between the East that was fought by Washington and the Continental Army was much different than the war that was fought on the frontier, which was fought by volunteer militiamen. And essentially, and Diane, you mentioned it in yours, essentially there weren't as many British who were actively fighting that war. Instead, they were incentivizing or including the Native American tribes, who very much were upset about, the takeover of their Indian hunting grounds. And so they were fighting the frontiers. So it really was a much different war that was happening, although it was part of the American Revolution, much different in the West. And as I've begun researching his particular line, I think many of you know, I'm releasing chapters, and I have a whole book that I'll publish at the end of the year. But one of the most fascinating things to me has been kind of towards the end, I've been looking at his legacy. And I think, Rick, you touched on it a little bit, of how this can help others. One of the things, as I've been researching and releasing the chapters, has been getting emails from other Hinkson relatives who say, thank you for all that you're doing. I didn't know that. Or building upon the great research of somebody else standing on their shoulders. And I'm fortunate to have had a few people who back in the 1980s and 1990s published some early stuff. But with all the new technology, I've been able to get much more. One of the things I'm doing with this chapter at the very end is I was able to actually look at the ancestors and the legacy and realize how many people might be affected by this story personally, not just of interest, and have adjacent family members or they were in the same area, but really personally. And so I did a little AI, and it'll be published as my final chapter. Hinkson had 9 children. All those 9 children lived into adulthood. He had documented 50 grandchildren. I can do this through Family Search. Those 50 children also had children. So he had in total 226 grandchildren.
Wow.
Or great-grandchildren. Now, if you take that, and I asked AI to just do a projection on where they could be, AI did an average of 2.5 children for each relative that lived into adulthood, except the last 2 generations. I moved that down to 1.5 because you can see in the data, at least in my family, that families got smaller once they hit the 1900s. But with that projection and thinking that there's got to be at least 2 generations living right now, we're talking somewhere between 12 and 15,000 individuals who share this same legacy. And so when I think about that, I think about what we're building and how we're sharing these stories. It's not just for the future researchers, but it's anybody who might at some point be doing some research on their family surname or an individual. Sharing these stories, I think, is very powerful. So I'm loving hearing all the stories of everyone else, and it's giving me such a perspective. I've definitely gained a much better appreciation of what life was like on the frontier during the Revolution. But through the stories that all of you are sharing, I'm gaining not only the perspective of my Tory relatives, I'm looking forward to at some point diving into those, but those that fought in the Continental Army and those who actually didn't fight but supported those who fought, like the women. So thank you, Barbara, for pulling this all together. And thank you all for joining me on this journey as I'm releasing and doing research about my family ancestor.